Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everyone. Let's tag some friends. I hope everyone's ready. Sorry, I'm a little late, you guys. My husband had dinner cooked for me when I got home, so I had to eat with him. It was good too. We just got a new oven and it has an air fryer capability, so we had to try it out. It was really good. He did good. I'm just tagging everybody, so y'all bear with me. I'm still recovering from this like crud that I feel like everyone has too. So, okay. Tagged a bunch of people. Hey, hey, Amy. Hey, Kim. Hey, Michelle. So, this is the Scent Warriors page. So, I'm going to kind of introduce myself because, unfortunately, hey, Angela. Unfortunately, I don't get on here a lot, and I should more. So just so you know who I am, sorry, y'all, this is in the way. My name is Ashley Seekins. I'm director for Chosen Scents. Angela, who is the director for Southern Sensations, is my director, and then Serena is her director. So I am, I guess, two directors under Serena, which is the director for Scent Warriors. So, oh, cool. Thanks, Trisha, for hopping on. So, I am two levels under Serena. I live in Panama City, Florida, and I've been with since, hey, Serena, I've been with Cincy about a year and about 5 months. So pretty new to the game still, but we just wanted to get together and talk about um, Angela and talk about what we all can do to kind of reset, go back to the basics. And I just have a question for you. Who feels like December knocked the wind out of you? Y'all write in the comments. Who feels like December has kind of drug you down? Now, if you had a great December, you go, girl. Keep going, keep your momentum, and keep pushing. But I want to see who feels like December kind of threw them off track a little bit, because I do. December was a hard month for me. Stacy says me, great. Um, December was chaotic for my family. Hey, Heather. We moved. We had cheer competitions. We had holidays like everyone else. Heather says me. Angela says me. Serena says yes. So it was crazy. And I feel like a lot of us need a reminder of why we're here, what we're doing, and let's just reset. Let's just keep moving. So that's kind of what I'm here for. We wanted to start it off with motivation. So, what is motivation? The actual definition, Angela says, probably one worst month since I started personally in business. So, motivation's definition is the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. So, your motivation is your reason for why you do the things you do. I think that some of us think that we need to be motivated all the time. Okay? You're lying to yourself. You're lying. You don't need to be motivated. Actually, it is impossible to stay motivated. Okay? What you need is discipline. Okay? Discipline is to train oneself to do something in a controlled and habitual way. Okay? So I kept telling myself in December I was unmotivated. I'm like, what is happening? I felt like I didn't have any motivation to do what I needed to do to work my business, to do what I needed to do to follow up with my customers, to book parties. I didn't have motivation. What I actually lacked was discipline. And personally, I lacked discipline in several areas of my life. So I want you guys to really sit and think. I'm going to say those definitions again. Motivation is the reason you have for acting or behaving in a certain way. Discipline is to train yourself to do something in a habitual and controlled way. So which one do you need? Do you need motivation or do you need discipline? Think about it. Think about it. All right, so motivation versus I have my notes over here on my computer, so y'all bear with me looking back and forth. Motivation versus discipline. Think of motivation as your initial burst of inspiration and discipline as the thing that keeps you moving forward towards a goal long after the novelty has faded. So, if you're anything like me, and to be successful in this business, we all have a very similar personality. We work our business differently, we do things differently, but we all have a very similar personality. So I feel like you hit the ground running and you're so excited. You have motivation. You're inspired. You're wanting to, do things and do everything that you can to make your business successful. It is impossible to keep motivation once the shiny and new has worn off. Impossible. You have nothing to be motivated about. So, we're going to talk about how you can stay disciplined because this business is not always going to keep you motivated. So, how can you stay disciplined? Remember your why. Okay? Remember your why. And we hear that a lot. And be really honest with you, in the beginning of my journey with Scentsy, I heard that a lot and I was so almost annoyed by it. Like, this is what I thought. Not everybody has a why. Like, I'm just here to make money. You know what I mean? And if that's your why, go. That's good. That's fine. But I want you guys to, if you're taking notes, take notes. What is my why? Okay? Find your why, remember your why, and be disciplined to complete your why, to be successful in your why. Do whatever activity brings you joy. So if I'm feeling down and out about my business, I will do things that bring me joy. So to me, mail outs are joy to me. So I will go on, look up my clubbers, and I will send them all a goodie bag. I'll send them a goodie bag because that brings me joy. Also, Canva. Canva brings me joy. Making cute little flyers and things like that, that brings me joy. It may not bring you joy. It may be annoying to you. It may be a hassle to you. If it is a hassle to you, when you're feeling discouraged and down about your business, don't do those things. Do the things that make you excited and happy about your business. Then it will result in discipline. Okay? All right. Give yourself some grace. Okay, I say this all the time. Angela and Serena will know that, and my teamies that are on here will know that. Give yourself some grace. We all lead very busy lives. I have 5 children. I'm married. I have a full-time job outside of Scentsy. All of my children are very active. They all play sports. I feel like I need to be and do everything everywhere for everyone. So I get it. You're busy. Things happen. But you need to give yourself some grace. All you can do is start where you're at. Start right now. Move forward. Can't look back. Can't say, December was awful and my business is failing, and so I give up. Can't do that. Because when you give up, you fail immediately, right then. It doesn't matter. So give yourself some grace. Be a self-starter, okay? We're here to lead you. Lead, not be your boss, not hold your hand. We're here to lead you. So I know that Serena made a comment today about her business hours, which is great. So if you ever need any help outside of her business hours, feel free to reach out to me or Angela. I think Angela is a little more works towards the day. I don't know how to say this correctly. Works more during the day than at night. But I work at night on my Scentsy business. So if you need help outside of your leader's business hours, I'm happy to help. Just a little tidbit there. But be a self-starter. Go to your workstation. Go to your sponsor. So don't go straight to Serena. Don't go straight to your director. Go to your sponsor. Go to your teammates. Go into the messenger. Try to figure out things for yourself first. Be a self-starter. Once you find out those things, it's going to be a lot more rewarding once you found them, and you're going to remember them a lot easier if you actually did the work and the research to find those answers. And be a self-starter in finding what works for you, not just answers to questions, but finding, what mail outs work for you and what follow-up system works for you, and and, your parties, whatever party works for you. Be a self-starter. Do things that work for you. Remember that this is your journey and no one else's. Okay? That's going to keep you disciplined. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Do your thing. Run your business the way that you want to and what is going to make you successful, because it's your journey and it's your business. It's no one else's. That's it. Period. That's it. Okay. Moving on from motivation versus discipline. Does anyone have any questions? I'm going to wait just a couple seconds. Okay. All right, cool. So my next point is to pivot or stay the course. How do you know when to change directions or change up something that you're doing, or just to stick with something? This is something that I struggle with because I feel like I hang on to things too long. I feel like if I'm doing something and I think it's a great idea, even if it stops working for me, I will still try to hold on to it because it's a great idea. So I like cling to it and I don't want to let go of it. And what my husband's looking at me. Am I telling the truth? I'm laughing at myself. Um, so be willing to let things go if they're not working for you and know when to let things go, okay? Is it bringing you joy? I'm going back to that. Is this bringing you joy? Is what you're doing bringing you joy? Stacy says, get an accountability partner for making good habits and discipline and consistency. Yes, Stacy, that is gold. That's wonderful. It's familiar. Right, Angela, that's right. You find what's comfortable and it's familiar to you and you stick with it, but that's not always the best to do. Is it producing income? We're all here to make money. So if what you're spending your time on, even if it's bringing you joy, is it making you money? Because if it's not, let it go. Don't do it anymore. Cut the fluff. Get rid of it. Don't do it. When I first started, I was sending every single person that ordered from me scent samples, wax samples, every month. It wasn't making me money. It was costing me money. Now, that may work for you. It works for some consultants. It did not work for me. It was wasting my time and wasting my money. Got to cut it out. And I did that for several months before it was like, oh, this isn't working. Is it income producing? Is it duplicatable? Can you do it every month? Can you do it consistently? Can you do it with 50 customers? Can you do it with 1,000 customers? Is it duplicatable? Can you continue to do it? If your thank you system for thanking your customers is to send every person that orders from you a warmer, can you do that for 50 people in a month? If you can, go ahead, girl, but I can't. I can't. So make sure that it is duplicatable, that you can do it consistently, and it doesn't affect your income. Is the activity becoming difficult, or are you in the wrong mental state for success? I'm going to say that again. Is the activity becoming difficult, or are you in the wrong mental state for success? That was me. December. That was me. I was in the wrong mental state for success. I was so overwhelmed and so busy with my personal life that I was not in a successful mindset. A handwritten note, you may have to print them. So I needed to take a step back and say, is my business not working, or am I not working? Not physically working, is my brain not connecting? Just take a second, evaluate yourself, see if that's what's going on. Any questions, y'all, before I go to my last point here? Whoa, you're freaking out. Okay. All right, I promise I'm almost done, y'all. Okay. Last but not least, low sales months, how to roll with the punches. So at the beginning of the video, I asked you how you felt about December. Was there anyone who felt like December was a low month for them or felt kind of defeated? This is for you. Don't let it defeat you. Don't let it. Do not take one bad month or one bad couple of months and let it defeat you and make you quit. Because what did I say earlier? Quitting is definite failure. Immediately. When you quit, you failed. So don't do that. Don't take one bad month and let it define you. This business is an ocean full of sunshine, rain, and rolling waves. Build a strong boat. This business has really high happy times. This business has really low discouraging times. That's any business though. It isn't just Scentsy. It isn't you. Make sure that you can ride the wave, that you stay up, and that you keep going regardless. It's easier to give up and feel like a failure than giving it your all. Absolutely, it is. Take a second. I'm learning that each month is different. Yes, I'm here. My neighbor just showed up to buy some travel twists on hand. Serena. Okay, take a second and evaluate your month. Really sit down with a notebook and a writing utensil and say, what did I do differently for that month that didn't work so well for me than I did in the months that did work well for me? What was different? If there's nothing different, it's okay. It just was a bad month. But if you can take that as a learning opportunity to see what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and then we pivot, we change, we evolve. Having a hard time being consistent when being consistent isn't income producing. So, Christina, being consistent is income producing. It is. What you're being consistent with may not be income producing, but being consistent is income producing. If you only thank your customers on Mondays, but then on Tuesday you don't thank your customers, and then Friday you might send out a couple thank yous, but not to everybody, those people that you forgot to send the thank yous to, they're probably not going to order again because they just spent their money with you and you didn't even acknowledge them. So being consistent is income producing. All right. Last but not least, go back to the basics, the 4 legs of success. If you do not know what the 4 legs of success are, I'm going to post them in our group again. They're already in the Scent Warriors group. I'm going to repost them. And I'm going to let you do your own research on the 4 legs of success because we don't have time for me to go into it. But go back to the basics. Take the 4 legs of success. It will eventually pay off, and exactly, it's what you're doing. You have to figure out what will get those sales. Exactly. All right. So just a little recap. We talked about motivation versus discipline. We talked about when to pivot, when to stay the course, and what to do on low sales months, how to roll with the punches. That's all I have for you guys. I'm so excited to be a part of this team. Y'all give me some questions. Let me know if there's anything that you were kind of confused about. I'm having a hard time also. My plan this year is to be more consistent no matter what. Yes, Heather, that's wonderful. Just keep going. Just stay the course. I mean, I'll tell you one thing that Chloe, our SSD, told me at SFR. She said, you're going to have highs and lows. The people that make it to the top are the ones that just don't quit. There's no secret sauce. There's no magic pill. Just don't quit. Just keep going. That's it. All right. Okay. If no one has any questions, I'm going to hop off here. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. I'm excited to see what trainings we have come out this month. We have some really cool speakers. Angela says, discipline is the biggest thing I have to change. Same, girl. Same. This was all preaching to me. I preached to myself tonight. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to just reach out to me personally or leave a comment. I'm happy to answer any questions and I'm happy to help in any way. I hope you all have a good night.